sticks, maybe going inward, maybe 20 degrees, right? I'd have another stick in the middle of your stance. And this yellow stick is for your awareness of your pelvis swaying forward on the way down. Because what you're doing is you're making a much better backswing. Your elbows are still a little bit too far apart. So the more this right elbow gets away from your left elbow, it puts it in that position at the top here where that right arm and shoulder are more sort of internally rotated rather than externally rotated, right? So even if you do start down with your lower body and get those hips swaying, you're still going to tend to come over the top a little bit just because of the position that right arm's in. Right? So the more we get up to the top, more squeeze the elbows together, and then that brings that right elbow closer to your left elbow, which puts that right arm more, just a little bit more externally rotated at the top, and then you can kind of feel like the elbow drives down and out at the ball, right? So it's a little bit of right arm position at the top, but because you're not swaying your hips forward as you're coming down, partly because of the right arm position and partly because of the lack of hip sway, when you come down, you're still throwing the club head outside the hand. So you're still swinging left. So the path's always going to be left on the TrackMan, negative. So the idea is to feel like you, instead of trying to swing straight and hit it straight, the fastest way to get out coming across it is to actually try and swing out to the right more. Try and hit a push and try and hit a draw. Right? So I want you to get up to the top. We're going to do some work with putting a ball between your arms and then keep the ball squeezing, which puts that right elbow in a better position. And then as we start down, the pelvis is going to sway forward, put more pressure in that front foot, sway the hips more forward, squeeze the elbows together. And as you come down, pass me the club. And as you come down with those elbows squeezing together, your club is going to come down along the red stick stuff. Whereas you're getting to the top, it's a little bit better, but that right elbow's still flaring. And because you're not swaying your hips, you've got that action coming down. So squeeze the elbows together, sway the hips, and bring the club down along those red sticks. Keeps the club head behind your hands a little bit, and then you can attack it more from the inside as you come down to impact.